So we're going to do a practice today that is going to encourage us to help close the cycle of stress. So very often we get stressed but we don't finish the cycle. So this is all about, if you imagine an antelope being chased by a lion and it manages to escape, it will go somewhere quiet and shake off all that energy and then get really still. So we're going to do pretty much the same. We're just going to shake our body, move it to make sure that any stress doesn't get stuck in our cells. It starts to move and transform and transmute. And then we're going to get to a point of stillness so that we can then calm and soothe the nervous system. So coming into a standing position, we're just going to ground ourselves. So we imagine we're standing in a meadow. We can feel the slight dew from the early morning beneath our feet, the grass, Mother Earth, pulsing beneath our feet. And we allow our roots to extend out through the soil and the bedrock and down through all the many layers of the earth, deeper and deeper until they reach the earth's core and wrap themselves once, twice, 3 times around the earth's core. Now we're going to draw that beautiful grounded, dense, magnetic, earthy energy up through the roots, up through all the many layers of the earth, into the bedrock, into the soil, into our feet. And drawing that beautiful grounded energy up the legs as we lift the kneecaps, engage the quads, tucking the tailbone. Drawing that beautiful, centering, balancing, earthy energy right into our heart space and allowing it to flow through the chest, the face, and out through the crown of your head. And as this energy flows continuously, it picks up anything that is no longer in alignment for you, anything that no longer serves you. And it just flows it through your body and out through the crown of your head to be transformed and transmuted. Cleansing your energy, releasing stuckness, stress. Feel grounded and centered and balanced. As you interlace your hands and place them over your heart, close down your eyes as you come into your heart space. So as we set an intention to release stress and welcome in peace. Now release stress and welcome in peace. So we're going to release our hands and we're going to come into a Kundalini practice that helps release negative energies. So we're going to come into Goddess pose. So feet wide, knees stacked above the ankles, coming into a squat position. And we're going to start with our hands on our head. And as we flick our hands out, imagine flicking out all that overthinking, all that stuckness in the head. We tend to get very stuck in the head. We're really conditioned to be in our head. Just release it, flicking it away. Then bringing your hands to your heart space and releasing any stuckness in your heart space. Releasing any negative energy, anything that doesn't serve you. So you can connect to oneness and wholeness, the energy of the heart, Anahata. Bring your hands down to your pelvis and releasing any negative energy in your survival chakras. And then sweep your thigh with a is a really cleansing sound, releasing sound. And over to the other side. Coming back to centre, miracle bends, breathing in, taking the arms overhead and opening up through the front of the body. Breathe out, swing down with a breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you swing down, opening up through the front of the body, waking up the spine, energizing your auric field, miracle bends. And rolling up. And let's do it one more time. Flicking from your head. Transmuting energy in your heart. Releasing any stuckness in the survival chakras. And then sweep. And to the other side. And then miracle bends. Breathe in and swing down. Breathe in and release with a and then staying in your forward fold, taking hold of your elbows. Just allow anything that is stressing you out, anything that's not in alignment anymore, anything that no longer serves, to just flow out through the crown of your head. As images or words or colours, perhaps they're conkers or marbles or bubbles, just flowing out through your head. Energy, water, just let it go. And releasing your hands and rolling up one vertebra at a time. Rolling your shoulders up and back and down, forwards and down, and have a little wriggle. And then coming back into goddess pose. And bringing your hands into fists, pumping your fists. And as you blow out forcefully with a blowing out as you go any anger or frustration, irritation. Anything that doesn't serve, anything no longer in alignment that may be stressing you out or holding you back or keeping you stuck. And then shake it off. Kundalini, shake down, have a wriggle, have a jiggle, shake it all off. You can flick your feet, you can brush it off. Just shake, 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 shake it off. Shaking is a great way to stop the hormones of stress getting stuck in your body, leaving your body unbalanced, imbalanced. Shake it off, just enjoy it. And then come to another, back to Tadasana. That point of stability, grounding, feeling stable like a mountain. Notice how you feel. You can probably feel the energy in all your cells waking up. This is a great practice to do first thing in the morning when you first get up. It's also a wonderful practice to do if you find yourself triggered by something or somebody, to close that stress cycle. 2 more smooth breaths here. And then coming up onto your tiptoes, taking the arms overhead. Bring your hands through center, lowering the heels, bringing your elbows to the inside of your knees as you come into yoga squat. Grounding and centering, coming to that point of stillness. And then coming to rest on your bottom. Legs crossed, you can sit on a block if you wish, sitting nice and tall. We're going to do a practice to reset the vagus nerve. So if you wish, you can just raise your bottom. That helps the hips to relax and the knees to move towards the floor. If you have sort of quite tight hips, it can be a bit more comfortable to just elevate your bottom. I'm going to do a practice called the vagus reset. So before we do that, we're just going to gently rock from side to side. Rocking really calms and soothes the nervous system. It activates your auric field, which adds protection. It's really calming and soothing and quite meditative. You can close down your eyes and just come back to the breath. Long, slow, smooth breaths. In and out through the nose, filling the lower lobes of your lungs, in turn activating your parasympathetic nervous system. The rest, heal, restore, create, digest part of the system. You can allow the belly to rise and fall with each inhalation and exhalation. You're sending a powerful message up the brainstem. Everything is okay. Calming your mind. And then coming to a point of stillness, continuing to breathe long, slow, smooth breaths in and out through the nose, taking the breath all the way down into the belly, abdominal breath. And closing the gate. Smooth ride just closes down our senses, so gently placing your index fingers on your eyelids, your middle fingers on the bridge of your nose, your ring fingers underneath your nose, and your little fingers underneath your lips. And bring your thumbs to gently rest on the little triangle of your ear. You're going to breathe in and hold the breath at the top. Breathe out and retain the breath at the bottom. Breathing in, retain the breath at the top. And breathe out, retaining the breath at the bottom. Continue at your own pace. This practice is said to help relieve headaches and migraines, as well as resetting the vagus nerve, the superhighway of nerves that very closely correlated with the parasympathetic nervous system, taking you out of survival mode, out of stress response, pulling you into creation mode, healing response. Breathe in, hold the breath at the top. Breathe out, hold the breath at the bottom. 2 more full rounds, in through the nose. Gently release your hands to your laps, bringing your thumb and your forefinger together. Keeping your eyes closed, just notice how you feel. And then gently opening your eyes to the room. And we're going to, you can stay on your block if you want to. And if you have a bolster, grab your bolster. You don't need a bolster, so there's 2 ways of doing this pose. We're going to do seated forward fold. If you can reach your toes, take hold of the big toe with the thumb on the nail and the 4 fingers on the fleshy bit of the toe. Breathe in, lift up through the sternum and bring the chest to the thigh, coming into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Or you can take the more restorative variation with a bolster or the cushion off the back of your sofa between your feet and just rest your third eye acupressure point on the bolster. Just melt into the support. If you can reach the toes easily, and take hold of the big toe. And just coming back to those long, slow, smooth breaths. In and out through the nose. Allowing your belly to rise and fall with each breath. Two more smooth breaths here. And then gently moving the bolster out of the way. Bending your legs and coming to rest on your back, hugging your knees into your chest. Gently rocking from side to side, massaging the spine and the floor. And we hug ourselves, we release the feel-good bonding hormone, oxytocin, which helps to counteract the hormones of stress, adrenaline and cortisol. Gently rocking from side to side. And then releasing the knees, taking hands between the knees, taking hold of the big toes. Thumb on the big toenail, four fingers on the fleshy bit of the toe. Keeping the elbows on the inside of the knees, knees bent, coming into happy baby, Anand Malasana. Coming back to those long, slow, smooth breaths in and out through the nose. Belly rising and falling. You can gently rock from side to side, on massaging your spine if you wish. Or you can come to a point of stillness. Entirely up to you. And then releasing the toes, bring the knees into the chest, arms at shoulder height, palms facing down or in cactus, depending on how much space you've got. And as you exhale, lower the knees down to one side and turn your head in the opposite direction, coming into a simple twist. Just melt into the floor. Coming back to that breath, nasal breathing, belly breathing. And drawing the knees through center. Lowering down to the other side, turn your head in the opposite direction. Coming into a simple twist. And coming back to center. Extend your left leg into the floor. Draw the right knee into your chest as you breathe in. Exhale, using the left hand to guide the right knee to the left hand side. Taking a gentle lateral hip stretch. And then coming back to center and releasing the foot. Drawing the left knee into your chest. As you inhale, exhaling, releasing that knee to the other side, using your hand to guide it. Taking that lateral stretch through the hip. And release the foot to the floor. And if you have the bolster, you may want to drop the bolster beneath your knees. Really nice way to rest in Shavasana. You can also use cushions or a rolled up blanket. Or you can just lie flat on the floor. It's entirely up to you, but coming into your final resting pose. Arms either side of your hips. Close down your eyes. Take a long, slow, smooth breath in through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. releasing and letting go. Surrendering into the floor beneath you, feeling supported and held. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Soften your forehead and release the space between your eyes and around your eyes. Relax your mouth, tongue and jaw. Soften your throat and neck. Softening all the way down through your heart center, solar plexus, belly, pelvis. And softening down the length of the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, from the nape of your neck to the tip of your tailbone. Relax your hips, pelvis and buttocks. Relax your thighs and hamstrings, kneecaps, shins and calves. Relax the top of your feet, soles of your feet and your toes. Now bring your awareness to the room that you're in. Feel the support of the surface beneath you. Notice if you can feel any drafts, perhaps the windows open or the sun streaming in, warming your body. Perhaps there are sounds in the room, or the sound of silence. Just rest your awareness in this space. And then gradually extend your awareness out beyond the room into the house. Notice without judgment, criticism, the sounds in the house. So you can hear other people walking around or your pets. So you can hear a ticking clock in a different room, the hum of the fridge. Gradually allow your awareness to expand beyond the house, out into your garden or street. Perhaps you can hear birds singing in the trees or people walking past chatting. Perhaps a neighbour's dog is barking. Just keep allowing your awareness to expand, as though you're panning out, as though you're a drone hovering above your immediate vicinity and panning out into your community. As you take in what's around beyond your street, out into your wider community. Noticing without judgment, without criticism. Not getting stuck in a narrative and down the rabbit hole with it. Just keep panning back as your awareness expands into the countryside around your immediate vicinity. And you start to hover higher and higher, taking a broader, more aerial view. And eventually you're looking down on our little green island, surrounded by sea. You keep panning out as you start to take in Europe. As you move through the atmosphere, And start to look at our beautiful marble hovering in the cosmos, green and blue, surrounded by darkness. As you gradually move further and further through the solar system, through the planets, the asteroid belt, deeper and deeper out into the Milky Way, into our galaxy. As you become deeply aware of the space all around you, infinite space. You really connect with the idea of being part of something way bigger than yourself. When we expand our awareness, this helps to slow down our mind, slowing down the brainwaves, bringing our heart and mind into coherence, bringing body, mind and soul back into balance and harmony. Notice how it feels. We start accelerating through the universe, dropping back into the Milky Way, accelerating towards the solar system, moving through the outer planets. You start to see our beautiful green, blue marble floating ahead of you. You feel joy in your heart, seeing our home, Mother Earth, nestling in space, awaiting your return. Drop into the atmosphere, moving closer and closer. Start to see land, you can see the sea. As you get closer, you notice our little green island nestling, surrounded by water. You start to drop, as if parachuting in, gliding with flow and grace and ease. You start to hover above your town, your locality, taking it all in, with gratitude and joy and appreciation. You approach your home, you start to drop into your house, you drop back into this time and space, feeling a sense of inner peace, harmony and balance. Allow a smile to grace your lips and notice how it feels and where you feel it. And as you come back into this time and space, wiggling your fingers and your toes as you come back into your body, perhaps rolling the bolster away from you if you've been using it, stretching, coming back into your body, and then rolling over to your favourite side, taking a couple of breaths of transition. And slowly and gently guiding yourself back to a comfortable seated position. Eyes closed, head hung low. Bring your hands back to heart centre. Big smile on your lips. And you flow through life with grace and ease. Namaste.